How's it going, everybody? You know, when I was younger, I used to go to like festivals like the Oregon Country Fair or, dead shows, and there were always people that could flow. They had the flow toys, but back then they did not have half the stuff they have today. I mean, poi have been around forever, and those are the balls that are on strings, and people can swing them around and do different motions and tricks, and my son does it, my oldest son, he's 22, and he's pretty damn good at it now, and I've always, kind of envy people who have a talent they can do like that, juggling, whatever it might be, because it takes time to practice and to get good. And when I was younger, I had a lot more patience than I do now, and a lot more time, and when you're, in your 40s, it's hard to sit down and practice a whole new thing. But I'm going to try, because I grew up, I want to work with the staff, so I'm going to get a staff to work with so I can get an LED staff eventually. The light staffs they have now are just amazing. You can program them, plug them into, USB port, and program them to where when you spin them, they say messages, have flowers and shapes and designs, all kinds of stuff. It's just insane. But something as simple as a hula hoop I was never able to do. I went out and bought some of this piping the other day and made some out of this just green, whatever you buy at the hardware store. I think it was just irrigation piping. And then I just tried it out and I actually learned how to do it. It only took me a couple minutes. And that was fun, Then I've started thinking, well, what, if I were to do something like that, I would love to have some sort of a, kind of my own thing, but I don't know, it would take practice. So there's two things here that I just wanted to share. First off, I'm not good at either one of them. This is something my son gave to my youngest son for his birthday. He got it from someone else. It's called a Toro Flux. It's such a simple thing. It's just a single band of wire in a little pouch and wrapped around 7 times. When you tap it, whoosh, it becomes this shape. So you take it, put your hands on it, twist it down into a ring, pop it on your hand. And this is a flow toy. You can use it, you can transfer it between people. I forgot to bring it, it's in the house somewhere, but I invented this piece of half a hula hoop pipe that's wrapped with tape. So I can take it between my hands and roll it, and it will climb up and back down it. It's a very simple thing. I mean, it's not a hard thing. Anybody can roll a piece of metal on their wrist, right? But that's just it. There's something about the motions and helping you flow, and that's what poi's all about too, and staffs. And so if you're dancing with it and you're moving around, it's just kind of like a singular motion type thing. It's just fun. I don't know what to say. It's actually my son's, but I've been playing with it, and I ordered 2 more of them. And the thing is, at the festival they're charging a fortune for these. They're so much cheaper online, like everything is. But this is the one that I really got interested in. People we were camping with next to us, they were so nice. There were a couple of Australians, and they were friends with these a couple of Irish guys. And one of them gave my son, it was his 8th birthday during the festival, the day before the eclipse. And just because he was a nice guy, he'd been doing, showing my son one of these, you would call it fushigi ball. They call it contact juggling. But the fushigi one is the one they used to have the commercials for, and it actually has a separate ball inside. It looks different. But a standard acrylic ball, I was like, well, how do people do that, Move it around so it looks all fancy. So just today I started practicing with it, and I found out, there's motions like this, and it's all kinds of like weird little things you can do with it. But the whole idea is to try to kind of keep it neutral, So then you could pull your fingers down, make it look like it's floating and stuff like that, and So I turned on this video on YouTube with this guy doing it, this Asian dude, and he gets like 6 or 8 of them, and he's just epic, amazing. I decided I'm going to practice this thing, So just today, I'm just practicing flipping it back and forth and messing around with it. And I thought if I just do this for, a few minutes every day when I'm not doing anything else, I could learn it in no time. We don't have the same neuroplasticity as when we're kids, because that's, it's a lot harder to learn things when you're an adult, only because of the time constraints, but also because your brain is different. It's developing when it's young. So that's why I'm stoked that my kids, are getting this stuff and learning how to use it. I ordered him a smaller one. This is 100 millimeters, and he's getting a 60 millimeter one, which I think is better for his hands. But pretty fascinating little thing. It's like something as simple as an acrylic bottle. I remember seeing the commercials all through the 90s, and I thought, how cheesy, how cheesy. I knew how it worked from the minute I saw it, because it just reflects, you know, what's behind it inverted and it appears to be stationary. It's about the hands, not about the ball. It never was about the ball. So I thought those were pretty fascinating, and I just wanted to share fun stuff that anybody can do. And I would like to, when I get the other two, I got 2 of the 60mm ones, then I got 2 more of the Toroflux. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to just pass the Toroflux down the line and have kind of like a little group, you know, kind of choreograph type thing. I mean, that kind of stuff is like so far beyond what I ever thought I would, you know, even be involved in. I never even thought I'd dance, but I found my groove, you know, I do my own thing. So it's just about letting go, you know, and forgetting about giving yourself the credit to say, I can do what I want. If it moves me, dancing moves you, doing these motions helps to, it brings out something in people, everyone. It's not just for, you know, select people or only certain people have the talents. Anybody can develop it. But I thought the Toroflux would be cool to share because anybody can use that thing, and it's only like $10 online, I think. So that's my fun video, for what it's worth. And I'm gonna get the staff and practice with it. And maybe one day I'll do some leg show. Talk to y'all later. Have a good one.